positive way. But when there is a particular introduction or something, it's called, yes, if you talk about the introduction between juniors and seniors, that can be done. And ragging, if you term it a rag, a particular ragging, rag is a verb word, if you particular term a rag, ragging, then it is very much detrimental in nature, because ragging is never be fruitful. Ragging is entirely dangerous, injurious.
Okay. Don't you think that we'll remember those days in our memory, when we'll just remember those days and we'll just smile at it?
Exactly. If you talk about activities,
if you talk about the hostel days, the recent web series which has been released, it is clearly shown over there that how they used to live in their hostel, and now after they are established in their own fields.
Exactly.
Now, how are they remembering those days? We can make good friends.
Right. So here it depends on a person's ability. If a person is capable of going through that situation, then you can remember it.
Then why are you calling the seniors on the carpet if that person is not capable? If he is not capable, say for example, you are ragging me, I am not.
I'm not ragging, I'm talking about these activities. Through activities.
If I am not capable enough of tolerating this, then I should be blamed. Why are you blaming the seniors?
No, this ragging you are talking about the particular term which is beyond the limit.
So that is also one kind of bragging.
Yes, but activities. No, what happens if you go to any organization, if you go to any school or colleges, the teachers or the seniors give some activities for developing a good friendship, a healthy relationship. That is very much fruitful. That is very much needed. But if you talk about ragging itself, is very much negative. Something means what you want. You have to get the ducks in a row. You have to be very much organized. To maintain this, you shouldn't give any negative talk so that you have to endanger a person.
From there, I like to say that the corporate culture. If you talk about the corporate, in case of corporate office, what happens? So that kind of culture should be introduced in the campus.
Is there no bullying over there?
Yes, there is a bullying, but there is no such extreme bullying. Just because of that reason, because that particular person knows very well, if he is being humiliated, then what kind of means aftermath?
He is under surveillance. He is under surveillance.
That is the thing. So if you these sort of things are being introduced.
But here we also find we have to think about the maturity level, because the corporate employees are more mature than the college students.
So my question is that the students who are now shouting or who are raising the roof that I will not allow the CCTV cameras to be installed, I will not allow the security guards to check the eye cards. After 4 or 5 years, when they will be employees of a particular organization, they will have to follow those rules.
There is only one remedy, that you have gone through selfish giant in standard 9. Trespassers will be prosecuted.
Yes.
And that is the only
prosecuted, but you will not be allowed. If you don't have the access, you will not be allowed to enter the premises.
But at present, the trespassers are entering, isn't it? They should be punished.
Okay, let me.
What is Cantilla?
At the end, I'd like to get a solution, a fruitful solution from Sahil, and then we'll put an end to this. Come forward.
From this,
a practical, fruitful solution I want from you.
I am giving a practical solution for that. We have at first we have to punish our culprit. Then we have to prove. We have a proof, and for that proof, we have to install a camera in the
Campus.
On the campus.
What is called the
Corridor.
Yeah, on the campus corridor, because at the campus corridor there was every door which was visible to the camera, and by the camera not a single privacy should be harmed to anybody, because I am a school student. In my school there was a camera in any class and every corridor, and we will do a lot of fun in my school, and I will do every type of fun with girls and boys both, and not a single type of privacy should be harmed by a teacher. And if I will beat a boy if he was hurted then the headmaster and the teacher of the school have a proof that who will do that. And I would like to share an incident of my school.
Very briefly, we don't have.
Very briefly. I done in my school days at class 9 at the starting of the time before lockdown. I brushed the head of one boy, and no one will tell that who is the culprit. No one taking my name, and by the camera I got
Identified.
By camera I identified. So this,
Thank you very much. So we have come to the end of this particular discussion. Definitely it was a fruitful discussion where we have come to know that yes, by installing a CCTV camera or by implementing the rules and regulations, we can definitely, if not we can put an end to it completely, but we can reduce the number. So definitely we are hoping for the best. We hope that Swapnadip's murderers, definitely they will be punished, and a severe punishment will be given so that an example will be set, and the future people, future students or future senior students, they will be afraid of this word called dragging. Thank you.
First of all, a very good evening to our respected Mohima and my dear host present in this room. I've never been to an hostel, never been to any hostel, so it's very difficult for me to find out what's the negative file. So, but being an outsider, what I can see for being an outsider, so they are simply, as Gandhi said, they are really mentally ill, because without that particular state of mind, you cannot do so. You cannot get a pleasure out of these things. So means no one is above the law, above the law. So the high authorities have to handle it very carefully, because that will set up an example in the future, in the days to come. Suppose if you simply take the class into consideration, if you think of our respected teacher, we cannot do anything and everything without his permission, or without his because he means we do respect him. That kind of fear we do have, because what happened over there in that particular university, not only in that particular university, when I was in that particular college, Pyarimohon, okay, on 21st July, we are bound to go to that particular place to attend that particular meeting. That is not the culture. We means the kind of mindset means they think they are above the morning of the teachers. They are the persons. They are simply running the institution or something like that. It's not the case. Means you should have being a what's for student union means you are raising the students' voice. Those who come means what to say. In spite of them, you means being a leader of the union, you are simply reaching out to the teacher or reaching out to the authority of the college.
People are terming them as an extreme communist, or so are you saying that they are extreme communists, or they are not at all communists? Because communism doesn't say that you will have to bully others.
That is the thing. They are
not.
It
talks about the equality.
Yes, they may claim that. They may claim that they are the extreme communists, but they are not actually. But who says that? Means if you talk about anything in the consideration, no one says that to bully other people. Being a senior,
they are all independent organizations. But from where are they getting this particular power? Organizations, yeah, they are all independent organizations.
Because the government or the authority hasn't taken any action against them so far.
Why?
That is a fear. Because if you talk about the principle, if the principle.
The ex-chancellor, he tried to take the step, but he got ruled out.
Yes, because he is being carried out. You know, in case of Alia University, also we have seen. Means if you say something, you are being carried out by the. So carried out in the. You are being carried out by the students. Okay, the pupils. That is not the case. Because if you are being if you are escape from the situation, outside what will happen? The government has to take care of the particular principle.
So now, are you not thinking that the students' power, the community of students' power, is being misused in such a way?
No, what you are actually we need to say that the power of the students, how it has been utilized. Just because as we know very well that every coin has two sides, so over here now we need to see that the power which is being utilized by the student, whether it is the extreme level in the negative or extreme level in the positive. Just because over here we are going to get the power which is extremely in the negative. Just because of this, the present student may drag this to the first year students, okay, or the new students.
But anything which is going against the interest of the students, they are trying to protest.
No, now the question is that as one of our co-speaker has already stated the statement, that at the very beginning, if a student is coming, he or she should not think that mama's or papa's prince or queen. Isn't it? Just where they need to know after the education career what they are going to do. That is the main thing. And which.
So in that way, are you not saying that the students who are coming from villages, remote villages, who do not have the exposure to the social media, do they not have any right to read or study in this kind of universities?
I haven't said a single statement of mine. I am trying to say.
But they do have that particular mentality.
Each and every.
So is it their problem, or is it a problem?
Not at all. There is no problem at all. The problem lies in this case only one reason. The power of the student union or whatever the organization is going to set up or already set up that particular thing, how much it is going to be.
Let me tell you one thing.
I do a strong objection.
The particular student who was actually caught, okay, sort of, when he was brought for the justice, okay, he was brought to the court. At that point in time, in front of the camera, he was showing his middle finger. What kind of aggressive behavior is this?
Now the question is that why is Strata raising his middle finger?
Why will we listen to this?
Now the question is that now power from where it comes. Publicly he is while is going to show some indication which is very much filthy in nature. So now the question is that he is not the responsible. The responsible from where the source of the power is going to get. Now the question is that as right now this particular
Even his parents were not also aware that his son is like that.
Yes,
And the parents are also claiming that why the authorities didn't inform them.
I do have a strong objection by allowing the senior students, those who are passed down from the university or from any college, to allow them in that particular university or in that particular campus, because I've seen in every college, if you talk about the student union, means that most of the students are not even studying in that particular college.
But they are saying that why? What's the problem if I am meeting my friends?
No, to meet your friends, not need to be in that particular campus. You can meet that your friend in any cafe.
And what about democracy? Shayan, what about democracy? Then don't you think that our democracy will be hampered? We are talking about democracy here.
See, the ragging part, apart from the ragging part, basically, look, the Jadavpur University is known for the scholars. Like the outcome is excellent, the result is outstanding. So basically what we are finding is that the first couple of days we can see the ragging. First few days. After that, the seniors and the juniors, that is an outstanding bond between the seniors and the juniors. Seniors come and they become good friends, and basically they are the families. So we need to also think about that those who are coming from the villages, those who are coming from the remote villages, they cannot access their families. So basically this campus, those who are staying in the campus, they are families. They are the same.
But it doesn't mean that I'll just hijack your phone and I'll not allow you to make calls
that is
and talk to your parents.
That is crime. That is crime. I'm not defending that, but that is crime. But the fact is, if you are, fingering our point, if we are just posting our finger or indexing, pointing our finger to all the seniors based on one incident, that will be an injustice.
It's not a one-off incident. No, Shan, let me rectify you. It's not a one-off incident. It is happening throughout the days. And as I have told already, only 4% are being reported. Many are not being reported. They are tolerating it. They are putting up with it.
But the thing is, what we can think today, now what we are thinking.
What kind of gesture is this? That after that particular guy was actually fallen down, without helping that guy, he was actually running a GB meeting. What kind of gesture is this?
That is ill mentality. I'm saying that is crime. There is no justification of that incident. But the fact is, when we are living in a college life, hostel days, that is what is called as a hostel days, these are the integral parts of it. This will continue, and you will never be able to stop that. You can enforce any kind of law, but you will never be able to stop it.
What's your point? Mr. Bhatt, even Mr. Sundar Pichai has also claimed that when he was actually studying in IIT Kharagpur, he also went through a lot of ragging. He also gave one example that when he used to go outside, he used to lock his room, and when he came after that, he found that the room is locked, but inside everything is not arranged properly. So what they used to do, they used to open the windows, and with a long stick, they used to just scatter everything here and there. Okay, so he used to find things like this way. So obviously this kind of ragging was there, but he didn't also talk about the other parts as well. Obviously ragging is not.
It's a very deliberate term.
Yes, obviously it's not actually fruitful. Bound in that particular example. You cannot say that it is. It is just a one-off example, but there are extreme levels of ragging as well. Now, how will you differentiate? How will you differentiate? Like healthy part of ragging, I'll allow. Unhealthy part of ragging, I'll not allow. So how the authorities or the law, the justice, the judiciary system of our country will make a differentiation in between these two?
My hostel, we can clean up, and that environment, I can't mess with that hostel. That environment.
Well, it has been said that education makes the difference. Now, you see that the person who has been, who is actually the culprit, okay, who is supposed to be the culprit rather, short of Chaudhary. That guy, he's a pass out in MSc in maths. He was supposed to do his PhD also, right? Now, he has passed out his, the previous year, 22 if I'm not wrong. Now, he's educated. Now, don't you think that for an educated guy, this type of behavior, it actually doesn't suit?
No, actually that behavior comes not from the educator, from our mind. Our mindset will reflect my behavior.
What is the point of education then?
Actually now they are getting the education for the degree.
You are passed out from your maths, from your masters, and you are supposed to teach students, yes. And you don't know how to behave with freshers.
Because for them that education is just a degree, But not for, I can't I can compare each and everyone with that particular guy. There will be someone who's for them that education is the proper education, not only a degree.
So is this a kind of sadistic pleasure that they get after doing all these tortures?
That I can't speak because I can tell because I can't know what they are thinking, what is in their mind.
Why do they do that? Obviously because of some kind of pleasures that they do get.
Because as they are doing that, as in my opinion, I will tell that they are totally mentally ill.
So they are ill.
Okay.
Ripam, what's your opinion? Who are saying clearly that you will have to just publish the report of the cops publicly, and you will also have to publish the post-mortem report, and they will never allow the CCTV cameras to be installed. Now, do you think that there is a particular political influence which is actually playing at the back of this particular game?
Exactly. This political union is there. Definitely, it's not recently. It's been going on for years. Different unions have set up their different rules, and they are behind everything. But one thing which is actually, I want to highlight one particular point. The moment when you ask you that is it the right way or is it very much important to install the CCTV cameras, then I would like to shed some light on it. Now that is the doomsday when a particular university decides to install the CCTV cameras on the campus because there is no belief, there's a belief system. Now the professors have no reliance on the students. So what is the common purpose of this mission?
So this belief is getting destroyed, and that is why these CCTV cameras are coming into question.
Exactly, so I'm telling you, if it is required,
the relationship is no longer the same like it used to happen 10 years or 20 years before. The relationship in between the students and the teacher, it was a very healthy relationship. But nowadays, it's always absolutely different. It falls apart.
No, absolutely different. Here I am in odds with you. Now if you...
At odds.
I'm at odds. I'm at odds with you. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I'm at odds with you. Because here if you go to Velur University, most probably Vivekananda University, so there you will find the relationship between juniors and the seniors that have, mostly I watched the particular video and I shared it. So you will find how healthy the relationship is being
That's
maintained.
because of the discipline which is being maintained.
For the common goal. They have a particular common
So
goal.
if there is no discipline, how will you maintain this particular relationship?
No, that I'm telling you, it's an institute, isn't it? It's a university.
Right.
So our university should follow a certain a set of rules and regulations.
In public. Just because when the student is going to take admission in an university, the student has or the student, they do have the full privacy to protect it. Just because there are many students, those who are coming from the boondocks, there are many students, those who are coming from different places, they cannot communicate on a regular basis, so they are going to live in their mess. And you know very well that while there are some people are in mess, so what happens? If you talk about gender-wise the boys, if you talk about gender-wise the girls, so you knew very well.
It becomes a mess.
Yes. Now the question, the mess is going to be enjoyable for the people. Just because it's a very clear-cut, what I'm going to tell.
What do you mean by enjoyment?
Yes, enjoyment. Now the clear-cut fact is that whenever there are few group of boys are there, they always wants to be half naked. Isn't it? For example, they want to be on their shorts. So now do you want that a student or a boy need to publicly expose himself or herself? No. In the same manner, there are many girls, those who are maybe on the night suits. So now do you think that the CCTV camera is going to focus on them?
I'm not telling you to install the CCTV camera inside the
Now
it will be inside the college campus.
Yes,
You cannot just roam around the college campus wearing it short.
Now the question goes here, the campus. As you have right at the right point, now the question is that if a boy comes to dry the towel outside of his campusing, and in the outside of his room, which is civilizing the entire zone. So what about that fact?
On the other hand, what about the culture of consuming alcohol or drinking or smoking or meeting your friends very casually?
So now
What about that? How are you going to put an end to it?
Now the carousel party, while it's going to take place, whether it's inside the premises of the university.
Yes, it's happening
Now
inside the
question is that
premises.
now they are the authority need to be very much high-handed.
So this is what the authority is saying, that
No,
they
no,
want to
no.
put CCTV cameras.
No, that was
Otherwise,
just-
how is it possible
Putting-
to differentiate in between the insiders and the outsiders?
I personally feel that only setting up a few CCTV cameras in the campus is not at all the solution.
Then what's the solution?
The solution should be there should be a high-handed, the authority from a university or from a college need to be there. those who are going to maintain each and everything.
He's saying that you want to identify a criminal, then you will have to install the
So
CCTV.
now we are going to use the technology. Think about
Had
20
there been
years before.
CCTV cameras, then we would have identified Shokladip's murderer very easily. It would be a dawdle for the cops to identify
It's
them.
very easy to tell Mr. Nondi that where is the devil in detail. It's very easy to tell, but the person will come to know while the person will be in the practical ground.
That's what I'm saying.
Now the question
in
is-
the other universities, there are CCTV cameras. What is the problem with the Jadavpur University?
Now the question is that now what is exactly the problem is, it is not possible for individual of us to pick out. Why? Just because about this incident there are number of cases are there one after another. So now the question is there anyone convicted as a victim? They are taken under custody, but not yet confirmed that they are the
Investigation is going on.
Yes.
Investigation is going
How
on,
many
and
years?
the way it is happening, it is quite evident that he was ragged, and he was ragged brutally. And after that brutal incident which took place, then he was actually forced to commit suicide or to jump from that particular building.
Is this the first incident in this university?
No, it is not the first
So
one.
now the question is that while it is the number of cases took place and this particular case is one of those, so now the question is that why the high-handed authority is not going to set up.
But don't you want this to be the last incident of this particular
Definitely, but
university?
before that, what about the cases? Those cases already happened. Those cases are already collected the dust.
Right,
What about
let the bygones be bygones.
No.
Now we should
How can
talk
we-
about the current
how-
situation.
No, how can it be current situation also we will talk about and we will bring the cat out of the bag what had happened long years before. Just because the incident is not only one incident took place number of incidents earlier and including present one also. So let all the files be open. Let's book be free to all. Let's see what is going on actually in this campus of this university.
Right, so got your point. So, Mr. Park, I got